Welcome to another session of Ebenezer Gate coaching classes. This is a problem that appeared in GATE 2016. It is a multiple choice question. The IV characteristics of the Zener diodes D1 and D2 are shown in figure 1. These diodes are used in the circuit given in figure 2. If the supply voltage is varied from 0 to 100 volt, then breakdown occurs in. Now, D1 breakdown voltage is minus 80 volts and D2 breakdown voltage is minus 70 volts. But the current where the breakdown starts for D1 is lower than that of D2. So D1, it can happen that D1 is in breakdown, whereas D2 is not in breakdown because the current when breakdown occurs in D1 is lower than the current that occurs in D2 during breakdown. So even if D2 is reverse biased and not in breakdown, and if D1 is reverse biased and in breakdown, they can carry the same current because they are in series, and it is always possible for both to have the same currents. Let's assume D1 has minus, if D1's voltage is 80 volt, if D1 is, let's say D1 has 80 volt and D2 remaining voltage will be 20. So if input voltage is 100, D2 can be 80, and assume this. So 80 volt means it will be in breakdown, and so 20 volt will be somewhere here, and it will still have this much current. So any current, so the current will be this value for both. So we see that if D2 is 20 volts, its current will be this value. And D1 also should have the same current. And D1 breakdown is 80. It's happened at 80, and it will carry this current. It will be limited to this current because of T2. So whereas if you see the other way, suppose this is 70 volts and it breakdown occurs. So breakdown occurs only if current is reaching this point. Whereas at 70 volts, the current in D1 will not reach that point. It will reach at a lower point. So even though this is breaking down, since the current in D1 at whatever be the voltage will be less than this breakdown current. So there is a possibility of D2 in breakdown and D1 in a state where it's not breaking down. So since the breakdown current of D1 is less than that of D2, D1 will break down and D2 will remain reverse bias. So D1 only will break down. This is the correct answer. Thank you. God bless you.